Hello. All right, so what to chat about? Oh, I have so many options here. It's Pisces season, and well, I'm not saying that Pisces energy is not being able to choose, rather to appreciate the energy of all options. So I have a few things happening here. What I want to start with, though, because wow, we've just had an eclipse very recently. There's been shifts um, into different signs of some slow moving outer planets. So that has been, starting to take root, and we'll have some time to enjoy that a few years. and yeah, so a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of openings, and I do feel, gosh, just a lot of, I'm going to, yeah, a lot of information available. And the dreams have been cool. They have been sometimes intense. I've enjoyed every single one of them, every single one. And I hope you have had some lovely dreams as well. My a, a very recent dream. It was only it wasn't last night. It was the night before. And I'm not going to bore you with the details of the dream. Um, but as I was waking, in my mind, I think I was kind of processing something or whatever. But I was thinking, I was kind of saying to myself, "Oh, this this way of being and this way of being together are art." Or you can use the word energy. This energy and this energy together are art. You could say, you could use the terms, for example, um, strength and kindness combined are art. So any combination of the combination becomes the art. And immediately, as I woke up more fully, this card came to mind. The card is called Art, and it is the Temperance card in the Thoth deck by Aleister Crowley. And it's such a cool card. Normally, the Temperance card is an angel holding two cups, two vessels, and pouring one into the other, one, back and forth to get a blend. And it's expressed differently here. It's one vessel, and the two energies are poured into the vessel. Um, and there is actually an exchange of energy. The lion takes on a different, the bird takes on the color of the lion, and then the lion takes on the color of the bird. I suppose if you would think of it as astrological energy, the lion, Leo, would be fire energy. So the the bird, which is air energy, takes on a bit of the fire in, and the lion takes on the air. Um, that's just how it appears to me. But all the while, they remain distinctly the lion and the bird. They do not jump into the cup and become a bird lion or lion bird or some conglomeration. They are each still distinct. Um, One message in the dream that I felt very clearly, and kind of in connection with the temperance card, that there is an importance in the blend to 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 continue to honor one's distinct self. not, and that's not about boundary and keeping some other energies out. It's more about using I don't like the word use, but integrating energies to enhance and enrich oneself, not to dissolve oneself. Okay, I'm going to leave that here, and I'll leave it to the side. Maybe I'll put it down in a bit. Okay, so I am so behind with the decans, and I'm actually going to kind of, I'm going to try to cover all of the decans of Pisces this evening. The We moved into Pisces February 19th. I am so sorry this is so late. But we moved into Pisces season on February 19th. The card for Pisces is the Moon card. And the ruling planet for Pisces is, I'm sorry, for Pisces is Neptune, and that card is the Hanged One. Let's move this way. Sorry. Okay. Now the first decan of, my apologies. Let's see if I can get this to stay. Okay, the first decan of Pisces is was from February 19th until the 29th. The first decan of Pisces is ruled by Pisces. So we do have the Moon card for that, and of course Neptune there. Another card, or another planet that also is connected with Pisces. I think they shifted the rulership of Pisces at some point. So both Neptune and Jupiter are connected with Pisces. The first decan of Pisces also will include the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, oops. Let's see. Uh-oh. Be right back. Maybe we'll put it right here, right in the center. All right, and then for the minor arcana, we are in water energy, so that is cups. So for the first decan of Pisces, he had the 8 of Cups. And I apologize that this is late, but, there's a reader, gosh, I haven't watched him in a very, very long time, but one thing he said, one time I saw a reading he did, and he recommended going back and looking at the tarot read after the fact. Let's say it was for like a weekly read or whatever it was. So he suggested going back and watching it afterward and seeing how things might have fit. And and so here we are. So maybe this might resonate. This 8 of Cups is it just, you see the rising to the surface, rising from the mire. It's underwater. It almost seems as if the cups were just weighing him down, weighing this person down beneath the water, beneath the waves, and that he is in water. but but so perhaps during this first decan of Pisces, so that would have been middle of February to the end of February, maybe you felt a feeling of emerging, of coming up for air, coming up with a clear vision of what to move toward, or at least a vision of a knowing that you had to. It was had is not right. It was that it was time to shift and move. It's interesting that the dove the dove is in. I don't know if the dove is under the water or just inspiring the upward movement into the toward the star, toward the sunlight, towards just a new path. Or maybe a path not distinctly known. It's a rainbow path, but it is it's an idea of moving toward joy. Okay, so for the we are currently in the second decan of Pisces. That is from February 29th until March 10th. Almost over. That decan is ruled by Cancer, and of course Cancer is the Chariot card. And well, there's some more movement for you. And let's see, the card associated with Cancer is the moon, and then we already have the moon here. So just put it right down here with the Chariot, and oh my. One day I will get the setup right. Okay. And the minor arcana for the second decan, ruled by Cancer, is the Nine of Cups. And what I, moving from the 8 to the 9 here, what I really see, of course, it's very heart-based energy, having moved toward one's joy. Yet there is still, this doesn't feel like an active card. It's still very much in contemplation, still very much, still perhaps sorting the details. But the first, maybe it's not the first, but a very important step along the way is knowing what one's joy is. Knowing, that's not knowing what the path is, but as much as knowing what joy feels, how joy feels, and yes, so an ideal feeling of joy. Also, this really says to me a lot about emotional intelligence and balance. I'm really getting that feeling about that, because it's not willy-nilly movement. It's very calm, very calm. And I kind of feel like there is almost a tempering of the Chariot energy, where I sometimes think this charioteer struggles to not push forward too quickly, to actually pull back and be more measured in the movement, though the chariot wants to move quickly. So this is so perhaps that's something you are feeling currently, of knowing, having a great notion of what you want to manifest into your or for yourself, but realizing that the best things do take time. All right, and then for the final decan of Pisces, and that will start March 11th and move until the 20th. And the 20th, ironically, is when Mercury, I believe that's when Mercury, so let me check, goes out of retrograde. Of course, it does have a bit of a little time to ramp up again and move forward, but I believe that's when that moves. Okay, yes, it goes, that's the day it goes direct. So from the 11th to the 20th of March, we are in the third decan of Pisces. That that decan is ruled by Scorpio. And for Scorpio, we have the Death card. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. And we have Judgment. And the minor arcana is the Ten of Cups. Okay. So, okay, I'll start with this, the minor. First, as I was pulling these cards out this evening to, for this video, I was looking at the Ten of Cups, which is such a sweet and beautiful card. And in it's going to read differently for any spread, for any particular occasion. But when I was pulling it out this evening, I didn't see so much a physical manifestation, but like a distinct wish, or a distinct, see that one cup, like the Ace of Cup, or no, the Page of Cup with the wish. It's moving from the 9 to the 10, becoming more discerning of what actually the path that you want to follow. It becomes more concrete, as much as anything can become concrete in Pisces season. But it becomes a much more distinct picture of what you are hoping to move forward. Now, I was just noticing here, the bird has moved from under the waves to the sky, and there we go. All right, and then looking at the major arcana here, having moved from let's see, here. We have the moon, and then the chariot, and the death card. And I kind of get the same message as the minors here. The minor arcana of just over time during this season, things begin to take shape, and any endeavor we pursue in life must include, of course, different, not only physical movement, passion, mental clarity. There has to be an emotional component that's part of the fuel. It's a different fuel than it's water fuel. And I think we need a balance of all of the energies to actually push forward with anything. Any endeavor in life. It does take some time to gain perspective, but that's when things start to take shape. And I think it's beautiful that we are in Mercury retrograde season at this point, because it will allow things to start to take shape, because for sure the wheel will be spinning. It always does. It doesn't stop, even if we want it to. It does not stop. It's gonna move. Sorry, let me just put that. Okay. So I know this is a little glitchy. What can I say? Mercury retrograde. But let me take these down. And I know this wasn't such a deep dive into my light keeps going out, so I'm going to blame it on the planets and call it a day. Because I can. Alrighty. Alright, I think that I will pull a few cards. And from what deck would I like to use? I think I'm going to use the Dreamweaver's deck. I think I'm going to try to get a few cards from different decks. So let's start with the Dreamweaver's deck. That's an oracle deck. For this Pisces season, and what we need to know is during this shifting, changing time, during this watery, nebulous time, beautiful, creative time. What do we need to know? Alright, I have two cards in there. I haven't used this deck. Oh my gosh, it's so long. I'm going to get a couple of tarot cards, one or two. This is called the Mystical Dream Tarot. Let me just get maybe a tarot card to go with this message. For this time during the Decan of Pisces, what do we need to know during the shifting, watery shifting time? Okay. Roots and wings. One card from here. For this time during Pisces season. Okay, I think that's enough. One thing I wanted to check here. Okay. All right. For the, I have from the Dream Weavers, because this is there's some cool dream. I think this is a great opportunity to ask for a dream, ask for insights in from from dreams. Yeah. So I have number 33. If the dogs came circling round. Number 43. When the ones you need fly close. From the Root and Wing deck, I have Light of Life. Embrace your unique glow, however small, to light the way ahead. And the tarot card I have is number 1, the Master of Secrets, which is the Magician card. And I wanted to check, that's what it was checking. Actually, this is the card for Mercury. So I think this is really reinforcing that this is a great time to truly assess one's gifts, one's tools on the outer, but more importantly, the tools we carry within, because the energy we carry, that we nurture within, is the fuel that can move these implements to apply them outwardly. Now's, I think, a real, especially for the rest of this Pisces season, it's a time to be excited about be excited about what you are what you're creating. You're already creating it. It's not like it's not being created. Once we start thinking about it, the creation it has occurred. The seed is opening. The seed is germinating. I don't listen much to these things, not that I'm against them, but I've certainly known people that listen to things about manifesting, and I do remember one of the things, one of the ways to energize one's manifestation is excitement. To be truly excited about it, to embody it in a very in a passionate way. It's less that the outward movement, the outward motion toward it is almost has to come after, definitely has to come after that zest that grows within, that emotional charge surrounding whatever you are wishing to move toward. And that's highly personal. With these two cards, if the dogs come circling round, when I'm seeing this, it almost looks like these look like little thought clouds, little snippets of maybe ideas, glimpses of an idea, glimpses of a drink. Use something a little more delicate than my finger. It feels, but the energy I'm picking up from this card is that is you, as we put our minds to our ideas, our passions, it gives them power, to energy to become. And yeah, but so it kind of goes with the whole, Mercury retrograde sorting and organizing. But there is definitely a message to approach playfully, not seriously. This is not this is not a homework assignment. This is highly creative. It is art. Then this card here, when the ones you need fly close, because when you put out with pure joy, what you are hoping for, what you would love to be doing, being, that energy attracts attracts the energy that what you seek is seeking you. Yeah. And light of life, embrace your unique glow, however small, to light the way ahead. And there we go. And it just feels like a message of allowing the flame to grow steadily, stronger and stronger, to be less concerned about what you can already see in front of you or know, and just trust the flame, even if it starts as only a small glow on the wick of a candle. With care and attention and trust, belief, nurturing, it grows stronger and stronger. And and may it be so for you. All right, last one, and then I'll let it go. I'm sorry, this is a little longer, and I normally I've been trying to keep them about 20 minutes long, but just do an angel card for everyone. Just a final message during this time. I so appreciate you joining me, and truly I do. And yeah, okay. All right, I have transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. And the second, it's interesting. The second one I have is wisdom. Everything has a place and a purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. All right. Enjoy this journey through the rest of Pisces season. Hopefully I'll get another video up, definitely by a week. Hopefully I'll have time to do another one. That's why this one's a little longer. But anyway, much love to you, and have fabulous dreams. All right. Good night.